showing Hillary Clinton's national lead shrinking. It now shows her leading Donald Trump by 7 percentage points. The Real Clear Politics average of polls puts it even closer, with only 5 points separating Clinton and Trump. Joining us now, Scott Jennings, former Ohio State Director for Mitt Romney's presidential campaign and former Deputy White House Political Director to President George W. Bush. Also with us, Donnie Fowler, who has worked on 7 presidential campaigns and served in the Clinton administration as a liaison to Congress. Welcome to both of you. So Donnie, she still has the lead. The lead is shrinking. What does it say about the state of the race at this point?
Well, you only have to win by 1 vote in most elections. And so some people say that if you win by more than 1 vote, you've wasted your money and your time. So she is still ahead in the national polls. But the truth is the national polls, as the founders dictated, don't really matter. What matters is winning enough states in the Electoral College to get a majority of the Electoral College votes. And that means we're really only looking at 10, maybe 11 states that could go either way for Trump or for Clinton. States like California are going to go for Clinton. States like Texas are going to go for Trump. So we're really looking at a contest in about 10, maybe 11 states here. Hillary Clinton is winning or tied in every one of those states, and that's where I'd rather be today. Hillary Clinton than Donald Trump.
Let's take a look at 5 of the big ones: Ohio, Florida, North Carolina, Nevada, and Pennsylvania. In each one of those states, Hillary Clinton is up by anywhere from about 2 points to as many as 8 points. Scott, if you're the Trump campaign, how do you overcome those numbers?
Well, I think in some ways Hillary Clinton's lead is held together by duct tape and chicken wire. She's got a consolidation of her base that Donald Trump doesn't have. If Donald Trump can find a way to pull Republicans together, the way Mitt Romney did and other Republican nominees, this is a tied race. I mean, you can look at the national average. She's stuck in the low 40s. This is not a country anxious to do this. They're looking for a reason not to vote for Hillary Clinton. And so if I'm the Trump campaign, I'm focused right now on some base consolidation because he's showing strength with independents. In Ohio, for instance, in a new survey, he was up by 17 points with independents. And so he's got strength there. He's got to pull the Republicans together and make this a ball game heading into the first debate.
Donnie, I know you're coming at this from the Democrat perspective, but do you agree? I mean, if Donald Trump were to shore up his support among Republicans, does this become a much tighter race?
Scott's exactly right. Donald Trump's main problem is with moderate and independent-minded Republicans, not with conservative, hardcore Republicans. That's his problem. And out of those 10 states that are up for grabs right now, he's got to win 8 out of 10 of those states. In other words, if you're a baseball player and you bat 30%, if you bat 300, you're going to the Hall of Fame. Donald Trump has to bat 800 or higher to become president. He's losing because Republicans are not comfortable with his leadership on foreign policy, are not comfortable with his crazy statements. And so his problem is his own party, not the rest of the country.
If that's true, Scott, that Republicans or some Republicans are not happy with him, can he bring them back on board?
I think he can. I mean, Republicans are the most likely people in the country to abhor the thought of another Clinton presidency. And so as he goes around the country for the next few weeks campaigning, as he goes into the first debate, he's talking to a group of people who really don't want another 4 years of Clinton. They don't want more of the same that they've had for the last 8 years. And so, yes, he can absolutely bring them on board. Ultimately, I think the last few Republicans that he needs to make this a tied race just want to know that if they elect a Republican president, if it springs from their party, they can be proud of it. And he's got time to pull the base together. It hasn't happened yet. He's stuck in the high 70s, around 80. She's up around 90. But he does have opportunity to do that. His speech tomorrow, the debate's coming up. There's time. And if he can pull it together, I think we're in for a close race in November.
So sticking with you for the moment, Scott, is that the number that he needs to get to, 90%?
It would be very difficult for any candidate of a national party to win the White House with less than 90% of their party. That's about what you can expect to get. You never get everybody, but getting less than 90% makes it difficult. And so I think base consolidation for Trump is important. It's why you see Hillary Clinton rolling out Republicans for Hillary all the time. She knows that if Donald Trump pulls the base together, she's in real trouble because she is suffering right now among independent, unaffiliated voters.
I interrupted you, Donnie. Go ahead.
Clinton's got a pretty good story to tell. If you say we don't want 8 more years of Bill Clinton's presidency when the economy was roaring, when people were making more money on average, if you don't want another 8 years of President Obama where we've had private sector job growth almost every single month for the last 6 years, where we are largely at peace. We're not in any major wars, where things are moving along. The stock market is at record numbers. If you want to turn back on good economy, good stock market, job improvement, and wage improvement, let's go back. Let's choose Donald Trump.
Well, there are those who could take issue with just about all of those points, maybe except the stock market, but we'll do that in another segment sometime. Scott Jennings, Donnie Fowler, thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now